What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and now that the 2017 Halloween Terror event has been live for a while, I'm gonna give a post-play review and analysis of what we got. Did it meet our expectations, or live up to the success of previous Overwatch events? Let's dive in and take a look. First up is the event's skins and cosmetics. Overall, we got fairly mixed results with this year's new items. Starting off with the good, we have the new skins. Featuring 8 new legendaries, this event has certainly upheld Blizzard's reputation of giving us incredible detail and quality with their hero skins. Some of the skins in particular, namely Symmetra's Dragon and Zenyatta's Cultist, really raised the bar with not only the hero's appearance itself, but even more so with the immense detail put into their weapons. Both of these feature new animated components, which makes them incredibly unique if nothing else. Honestly, it amazes me that Blizzard can continually impress us with great new skins like this, and makes you wonder what kind of great cosmetics are yet to come. It should also be noted that once again, there were no new epic skins introduced with this event. At this point, I think it's safe to say that I'm correct in my theory about Blizzard trying to phase out new epic skins, since this is now the third event in a row to not feature any. However, this really isn't surprising given the lack of hype these garner compared to the community favorite legendary skins. Moving on, this event's impressive cosmetics unfortunately end at the skins. The new victory poses, emotes, and highlight intros are more or less disappointing. The victory poses are okay. This year, Blizzard has moved away from the RIP victory poses that every hero got last year, and instead introduced a pumpkin theme. Interestingly, Blizzard removed all but Reaper's past victory pose from this year's Halloween loot boxes on the grounds that they don't properly represent the heroes themselves and their personalities. This was a very unexpected decision, and more than anything, indicates just how focused Blizzard is on properly representing their characters. Their removal from loot boxes is certainly a debatable choice, but don't worry, you can still buy them with in-game credits through the hero gallery. Looking at the highlight intros and emotes, this is where the event is most lackluster. With only 3 new items total in these two categories, it's basically nothing compared to the number of new skins and other items we got. Most alarming is that, just like the absence of epic skins, this is the third event in a row which added few to no new items of these kinds. Aside from the dance emotes during the anniversary event, which were quite good, we've seen almost nothing. This actually plays into a much bigger topic regarding how Blizzard is changing events and the game's cosmetics as a whole. There's enough to discuss about it that I'm actually going to put off talking about it for right now, and I'm planning a video for the near future where I'll elaborate on this change in its entirety. So I won't go into too much detail, but in short, Blizzard is clearly changing the kinds of cosmetics we get, and might even be trying to phase out some of them entirely. And as a last note on cosmetics, I'll mention that Doomfist, Orisa, and Sombra all got a new spray, and every hero got a new voice line. These are all very minor, and are really just expected at this point with each new event. The next major feature with this year's Halloween event is the return of Junkenstein's Revenge. Now, last year this game mode was tremendously popular, and prior to this year's event starting, its return was highly anticipated. Many people expected the game mode to be vastly expanded and improved from 2017, possibly featuring multiple different holding positions or even different maps. However, what we actually got was one new boss, and that was it. No new map, no new holding positions, and almost the exact same enemies and gameplay. We did, however, get a second PvE game mode, being an endless version that allows you to play as 4 additional heroes. This offers much more challenge, and thus adds a lot more long-term play potential, despite the game mode itself not having really any new features. At first, it seemed kind of disappointing that Junkenstein's Revenge was so similar this year to how it was last year. But honestly, after getting back into it and playing several rounds, it's evident that it didn't really need any kind of huge additions. The game mode as it is works well, and is still really fun to play. The Endless mode adds more challenge and replayability without having to add a lot of new game assets or mechanics. It didn't need anything majorly new in order to be fun again, and most of our initial disappointment upon its return was likely just because we set ourselves up with high expectations for it. Blizzard brought it back without having to put in a bunch of extra development effort, and it still came out as being as fun as it needed to be. So overall, Junkenstein's Revenge has been a welcome game mode to return, and still offers us countless hours of fun just like it did last year. The final major feature of this event that's worth mentioning is the 2 modified maps. The return of Nighttime Hollywood and the new Nighttime Eichenwald are both pleasant aesthetic additions that give the game a nice spooky Halloween vibe. Overall, the event introduced a lot of great new content, and brings back what is still one of the most popular game modes in all of Overwatch. The skins are great, but the other cosmetics are pretty big letdowns. And despite how much we all love getting new skins, this is unfortunately building into a long-term problem, which is lack of cosmetic diversity. Again, I don't want to dwell on this issue too much for right now, but for the time being, it does detract at least somewhat from the overall quality of this event. Even with the great content we did get, namely being the skins and the PvE game mode, the 2017 Halloween Terror event comes out as being pretty good, but far from perfect. Anyways, thank you for watching, and be sure to leave your own thoughts about this event in the comments below, or cast your vote about it in today's poll card. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit the bell icon to both help out my channel and keep up with all my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.